Hey guys, right, I wouldn't normally make a video about this, but just something happened today. I don't want to be judgmental, but I just want your opinion on things. I've seen videos, for example, who is Games Workshop for. I've heard lots of opinions on this. Games Workshop are a miniature company, Games Workshop are a games company, Games Workshop are a business. Now, what's provoked me to make this video, I was out and about today. Forgive me, I don't know my armies other than my own army. But this young child came into a store. I'd guess he was 8-ish, and it was a big spidery thing. I think it comes from the old Orcs and Goblins army. And he puts this spider down. It's half complete, and it's glue everywhere. It looked an absolute mess. The parts didn't fit well. And from my own experience of Games Workshop models, the parts usually fit quite well, so I'm going to guess that he didn't glue them well, so there were massive gaps, and he was really struggling to figure out which part goes where, and he was clipping them and gluing them on and making a right old mess. And I don't know what that figure cost, probably 35 quid, and he's made an absolute balls up of it. Now, a store manager has said to me in the past, and I won't name him because I don't know the official Games Workshop stance, but he basically said to me he prefers the adult gamers, because they tend to spend more money, they spend more money regularly, and the help that they need is a different kind of help. Kids come in, they'll spend a few quid and they need help with silly things, and they're looking at stuff that they're never even going to buy, whereas an adult gamer is more likely going to need rules clarifications, a query like what colour reds do I need to go with corn red, etc, etc. However, kids do exist, and kids do spend money, and it's the theory that I've always said: would you rather have one person spend £1,000 or 100 people spend a tenner? Is it all the same? Is one better than the other? So this little kiddie who comes in and he's building this spider, he's actually really enjoying himself. Maybe I'm thinking this way because of my job. I care for people for a living, so part of my job is to show empathy. If somebody doesn't do something that you want them to do, is it because they're being antisocial? You know, if you get into their head, maybe you can understand why they don't want to do something. And it's probably the same with kiddies with gaming. This kiddie wants to build this model. I guess he's going to paint it, and it kind of threw me back to when I was young. When I was very young, I used to put Airfix kits together, and I'd glue them together. Parts wouldn't fit properly because I haven't glued the first bits in properly. There would be glue all over the cockpit, and then I'd get a big old load of paint on the brush, and I'd slap, and the whole thing would be a mess. But I remember that I enjoyed doing it. My relatives used to buy me kits, and I used to build them, and I had a really good time. Now this is only a work in progress, but this is the standard I'm at now. Now this is never going to come anywhere near winning a golden demon, but what this proves is that the glue all over the canopy, big slops of paint painter that used to exist, has now turned into this. So mission accomplished in that I'm enjoying myself and I'm improving. At the rate I'm improving, maybe possibly in 5 years, 10 years, a year, I might start winning competitions. But we all had to start somewhere. So where does this kiddie fit into the spectrum? The bottom line is, we call this, the adult gamers are important to the community. There's some fantastic people out there making fantastic videos. We talk about tactics and we talk about this, that and the other. But let's be fair here, we're all adults playing toy soldiers. Whoa, I know, you're all going to go mental. But that's essentially what it is. The fantasy is in the title. We're living in a fantasy world. But we're all having fun. So, my question is it wrong to judge the kiddies? When they come in and their standard's not as good as yours, you know this guy's going to have trouble painting because he's not put the model together properly. There's glue all over the place. He's probably not removed all the mould lines. He really could do with 15 pots of liquid green stuff to fill the gaps in. But there he is. He's got his 6 or 7 pots of paint. He won't have the correct colour that you should be using, so he'll use a near match. And this spider will come out looking really weird. But so long as he's got a smile on his face at the end of it, does it really matter? So that's my question. Where is the fun? And should we really be judging people? So with that, I'm off to bed. Take care. Good night.